What's good, YouTube? Today we have the iOS launcher, which is an Android launcher that attempts to mimic the look and feel of iOS on your Android phone. So, if you've recently switched from an iPhone to an Android phone and want that look back, this is perfect for you. Free on the Play Store. With hundreds of thousands of downloads on the Play Store, this thing must be doing something right, as reviews are generally positive. It's one of the more searched for launchers on the Play Store, so check it out for free today. Setup is fairly straightforward, as the APK file from the Play Store is fairly small in size. Once you have it on your phone, set it to your default launcher and you'll immediately have a refreshed iPhone experience on your Android phone. So overall, I have to say that they got things pretty close here in terms of the look of the app tray, as well as the overall feel of Apple's UI. You'll notice that the font and typography on your apps is essentially identical to those found on iOS, and the visuals on the dock at the bottom of your home screen are a pretty one-to-one mimic of what you would find on an iPhone. For some of your main apps, you'll notice that the icon is identical to what you would find on iOS, for example, Gallery, Music, and Contacts. There's a variety of other apps that match the icons to what you would get on an iPhone as well. There are also some other nice smaller touches. For example, on the bottom of your home screens, you'll notice the little 5 dots are fairly similar to their Apple counterparts. The animations aren't as slick and crisp as the iPhone, but for a free app, I'm really not complaining. Other nice touches include long pressing on apps pulls up a small menu similar to what you would get with Force Touch on an iPhone. It's not exactly the same menu, but it's still a practical option nonetheless. You can get app information, hide the app, as well as rearrange the placement of the app on your home screen. Notice that the wiggle animation, while not identical, is fairly similar to what you would get on an iPhone. Another awesome feature that comes built into this launcher is the inclusion of the control center on your app tray. Here you would get the normal controls that are found on Control Center on iOS, and I found this to be very polished. Brightness animations work and control brightness very smoothly, and you can adjust the volume here as well. You also have some of the other controls on Control Center, which include flashlight, rotation lock, calculator, and your camera. And these match up pretty well to their iOS counterparts. You can control Wi-Fi, airplane mode, as well as your Bluetooth here as well. I actually prefer the Apple Control Center compared to its Android counterparts, so I thought the one on this launcher was very polished and well executed. Swiping down from your app tray opens up Spotlight Search, which includes your most recently used app. The animation on the Spotlight Search is very well done, as the apps pop up in a very slick and smooth motion, very similar to what you would find on an iPhone. Swiping all the way left on your app tray leads to the Widgets page, which includes Search and some of the other widgets that you would normally find on iOS. Another awesome feature is a fairly comprehensive wallpaper library. Here you'll find Apple wallpapers that actually date back a few iterations of iOS. Here you'll find that all familiar beach wallpaper that first started on the iPhone 6, as well as all the other wallpapers from iPhone 10 and iOS 10 to 12. Here you'll also find the lock screen wallpapers from the iPhone 10 as well, and I couldn't spot any deficiencies in the high-res image found here and on my iPhone. The lock screen is also built in on the iOS launcher and a very good mimic of what you'd find on the iPhone. Here you have your notifications, as well as your battery and network indicators. Controls for flashlight and your camera are also on the lock screen like the iPhone and functional. So let's take a look at some of the settings for the iOS launcher here. This is a free launcher, so there are some ads and they're not too annoying. And plus, all of the features that you would normally have available to you are available on the free version. So in the settings, you can adjust whether or not you want to use a passcode, change the wallpaper, or even change the look of your notification badges. So my overall verdict on this launcher is that it's a pretty awesome light package that immediately gives you the look of iOS on your Android. Check it out for free on the Play Store. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.